her voice getting louder. I kept my voice low and said, "Nora, you were outside my apartment last night. I have you on camera. That's not okay." She grabbed my arm across the counter and said, "I was just making sure you were safe. You told me you live alone in a ground floor apartment and I wanted to make sure nobody was bothering you. I was protecting you. I never told you any of that," I said, pulling my arm back. "I never told you where I live. How did you even find my address?" Her whole face changed. The tears stopped instantly and she just stared at me with this blank expression. Then she smiled and said, "You told me that on the napkin. You wrote your address next to your number, remember?" I absolutely did not. I only wrote my number. My manager heard the conversation getting heated and came over. Nora started full-on sobbing, saying we had this deep connection and I was making a huge mistake by pushing her away. She said she'd been planning our future together for months and couldn't believe I was throwing it all away over a misunderstanding. My manager, bless her, told Nora she needed to leave immediately or she'd call the police. Nora looked at me one more time and said, "You'll regret this. I was the best thing that ever could have happened to you." Then she grabbed her coffee and walked out. I thought that was the end of it. It wasn't. Over the next week, I got 67 text messages from her number. The first few were apologetic, then they got angry, then they got scary. She knew my work schedule. She knew what gym I went to. She knew my sister's name and where she worked. The final text said, "I know you blocked me, but I can still see you. I'll always be able to see you." I filed a police report that day with all the security footage and screenshots of every message. The officer told me it was enough for a restraining order. When they went to serve her the papers, they found a journal in her apartment. It had detailed logs of everywhere I went for the past 4 months, my daily routines, photos of me at work, even a list of my friends' names that she'd somehow figured out. She's not allowed within 500 feet of me now. I switched coffee shops. I also got blackout curtains.